What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Things are working. Look at that. Here, hold on. Here's the rest of the rescue. Wait. No, that was the rescue. I knocked him off. That was at Stables a long time ago. Stables is kind of done. They are. They've cut down a ton of the trees, and I don't really think it's flyable anymore. But you know, I flew there a bunch. It's one of the sort of OG, super old school, amazing Atlanta spots. Welcome to Whoop Wednesday. I just got home from all the things. So forgive me for being a minute or two late and completely unprepared right now. But there's chat. Felix Torres was first. Wait, no, that's top chat. Let's get it over to live chat. Patchy Smoke Going to Sniper was next. CMYK FPV was next. Chopper FPV. Frankie B. Lost Sync. Dusty Joe. And there's some Grizz action. Indostraya. A Cable. Demo FPV. Mr. Huggy. Jesse Garcia. What's up, everybody? How the hell are you? Taking my socks off. Getting comfortable. You know how it is. You know how we like to hang out in this motherfucker! New time slot tonight. 6 o'clock Eastern. Is this better for you guys? Is this worse for you guys? Apparently, more of my subscribers are on YouTube right now. So we'll see. I kind of like this earlier time slot, to be really honest. You know, Monday nights are... it's just tough with the family and wanting to hang out and whatnot. Having all of my streams be like, you know, 7 to 9, 10 to 12, 8 to 10. So this is nice. It's nice to have a little bit of an earlier stream so that afterwards I can actually hang out with the other awesome people in this house. So yeah, we'll see. No promises. It might stay at this 6 o'clock Eastern slot. It might go back to 8. Play around, see what happens. That's what she said. I've charged up the Session 5 from Maniac FPV. Next step is to fly it. I'm sure it's fine. What else is going on? I'm thinking about selling the 250. I'm thinking, so we were talking a while ago about, I want to do, well, so I have those 3 glide builds, and I was talking about wanting to do eBay auctions for those, and like, launch the eBay auction in the middle of a live stream, set it for a week, and then the auction will end during the middle of the following week's live stream, and maybe there'll be a little bidding war, and it can be fun, and you know, all that stuff. So yeah, those glides are somewhere. I still have to finish them up. But this 250 doesn't really get flown a lot, and I just don't want rigs to be sitting on the wall. I would rather see this go to a good home. So yeah, I'm thinking about selling it. It's got the $100 Acon AIO in it, so it's actually reliable and flies really good. And it's a kind of a custom, pretty unique thing because it's set up for the RunCam hybrid. It's got special camera plates that Tommy made just for me to hold the RunCam hybrid, and it's analog and all the chocolatey goodness. So yeah, keep your eyes on, I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a 4-inch Friday, and we'll take a look at some flight footage, and then I'll put the auction up. That would make sense, right? You know, 4-inch Friday. We'll see. Yeah. So that's what's going on with that. Sticker packs are still available. There's 3 of them left with the retro stickers. They're ready to go out the door. A bunch of them just shipped this morning. It is the holographic old school logo in small, in big, and the new school logo in holographic, and then your choice, either a window cling or just a regular old sticker. $10, PayPal me over at CiottiFPV.com. Scroll down, there's a PayPal button. Make sure you put your address in there and tell me if you want the sticker or the window cling. Yeah, 3 more of these left, and then we'll switch it up. But yeah, this is the retro old school logo sticker pack. Get it while it's hot! What's going on in chat? What are you fuckers talking about? Felix Torres says, what's up? Apache Smoke says, good evening. Thanks for joining me on my birthday. Happy birthday, Apache Smoke. Everybody wish him a happy birthday or I'll kill you! CMYK FPV says, Wednesday already? Grizz FPV says, sup? Demo FPV says, hey. Jesse Garcia says, how's it gangling? It's gangling. Lost Sync says, this is the last hour of my shift, so pee nice. Is that be nice? Or pee nice? Oh, I pee nice every time, yo. Expander says hi. Apache says, this time works for me. Michael D says, any plans for future Cinelifter builds? Probably not. The price of just the build itself is kind of outside of my budget. Not to mention that I've not had a single request for it. And I also can't even come close to affording the cameras that you'd be putting on there. So yeah, for me, it's not really, realistic. This is a very small thing that I've got going here. For people with money, I see a lot of people that build them and then they just sit on their wall. That's kind of not my deal. If I ever get a job where they have the budget for that sort of thing. I mean, so that's the big thing, right? Is that if you're gonna build and fly a lifter, your everything triples. All of your day rate triples. If you're gonna do hourly, that needs to triple. And yeah, I've not had a single client that has anywhere near that budget. So yeah. I also am not really interested in them, to be honest. It's an awful lot of additional like liability and sketchiness. I would love to just do GoPro stuff, because even with a 5-inch rig, like if you hit somebody with one of those with a GoPro on it, they might go to the hospital, but you don't have to worry about killing them. You hit somebody with a Cinelifter, and yeah, it's a whole different ballgame, a whole different level of nasty. So I would love to stay away from the Cinelifter thing, if at all possible. Dusty Joe says, I got a 7-inch camera butter frame unused, not your style, but you can always eBay that. Dusty Joe, are you wanting to send that frame over? I wouldn't eBay that. I would just put that into the giveaways. I've done giveaways for full builds before, and every single time I completely lose my ass on it. You know, I always think like, oh, well, it'll get off to like a whole bunch of people will join the Patreon, a whole bunch of people will get in on the giveaway, and it'll pay for at least some of the builds, and I'll get like 2 new patrons. And so, yeah, the whole like doing giveaways for entire builds thing is pretty much over with. I've tried it so many times, and it just doesn't work for me financially, unfortunately. So that's where like the eBay thing kind of comes from. And that might not work either, right? Like that might end up being a flop. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, if you've got if you've got no use for that frame and you want to send it over, I would love to do a giveaway for it, and I'll give you a shout out. Of course, that's very, very cool of you. Much appreciated. Lots of guys do that. Lots of guys, you know, don't want to go through the hassle of selling stuff, and you know, they want to support their gangly buddy, and so they'll send me stuff and say, hey, this is for the giveaways. And so yeah, always available. Hit me up if you want my address to do that. That's awesome of you, man. Much appreciated. Lost Sync says, P nice slot, yo. P nice slot, yo. Oh, pretty nice. Got it. So are the kids using the letter P instead of the word pretty? Is that a thing that I missed out on because I'm a 41-year-old out of touch donkey? Michael D says, sorry, I meant tiny lifter. Oh, okay. Probably next week we'll dive back into the tiny lifters. They're actually sitting right here. There's they all need ELRS modules, actually. We've got the black one here. This one is getting motors and an EP2. Is there an extra EP2? Yeah. So this guy is going to get BetaFPV 1102s and an EP2. This guy already has BetaFPV 1102s on it, and it's getting an EP2. Apparently, it also needs an AIO. Hey, there's an AIO over here for it. Awesome. And then this guy has the Flywoo ELRS receiver in it, which does not work. So this needs to get switched over to EP2. This has the Newbie Drone Flow 1102s on it. I'm very tempted to put the Flow 1102s on this black one because I got them in both KVs. I got them in 10,000 and 19,000 kV. But I'm pretty sure that the 10,000 kVs are not going to work. I'm pretty sure they're going to be too low of a KV. So they're slated to be put on the little toothpick build. I think I have them over here with the toothpick build. Let's see. No, I've got the 19,000 kVs over here. That's weird. What am I doing? I don't know. We'll see. Well, what I'll do is I'll fire that rig up. That'll be the first one to get put back together with an EP2. So I'll put that up in the air first. See if those 10,000. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. Those 1102s are a little bit heavier, but they have big old magnets, which means that they should make some extra power. So what I want to try to do with that rig, I hope that those motors have enough stator volume to crank one of the Gemfan 4-blade 1.6-inch props. What that'll do is it'll be very quiet. My thought process with that rig is to try to get it as quiet as possible. I'm kind of working against myself by putting the heaviest prop and the heaviest motor on it. Thrust moves air, moving air is makes noise. So we'll see. It might kind of backfire on me, but yeah, we'll play around with it. I have a feeling that the 19,000 kV 1102s are going to be a better fit. But man, they're heavy. They're heavy compared to the BetaFPV 1102s. So we'll get those EP2s in them, and we'll start moving motors around, trying different propellers, and see what picks up an Insta360 Go2 the best. And then I'll go fly it around malls. I feel like I've been saying that I'm going to do that build for like the last 5 years. It's probably just been the last 5 months. But it's coming, man. It is coming. That's what she said. Michael Blade says, "What's up?" Dusty Joe says, "Just a frame." Is this still out of view? All right, cool. It is. Good deal. I've got. I zoomed this camera out a little bit, and then I forgot to drop it down. So you guys are getting a bunch of ceiling. Let me just drop this down a little bit. Try to get that. There we go. There we go. That's looking nice. Okay. And there we have it. No, I want it up a little bit. Hang on. Man adjusts camera. Part 2. There, that's it. That's the one. That's the stuff. Turn it this way a little bit, though. There, that's it. That's it. What is this? What am I seeing over here? It's my goggles? These are goggles. Okay, cool. It's fine. Dusty Show says, just a frame and camera mounts. Yeah, hit me up, brother. I would love to do a giveaway with that. That's super cool of you. June, and I'm actually like running low on giveaway stuff, to be honest. So the timing is just perfect. June Loco says, I made it. What's up, good collective? What's up, June? Michael D says, I wanted to ask the first time I noticed it, what is that CiottiFPV LED thing behind you on your left, and where can I get one? It's funny that you asked that right now. The FPV geek, Ron DeLeos, he took a big break from FPV, but he just popped up a couple of weeks ago. He's back, and he made those for a whole bunch of us and just sent them out. I have no idea where he had them made, though. It's a little piece of lucite with my logo etched into it, and then the bottom that you can see there is a whole bunch of LEDs. It's super cool. So yeah, the FPV Geek, THEFPVGEEK. You can look him up on the internet and shoot him a message. I'm sure he can look up where he got those made from. Michael D also says, looking forward to seeing Time Lifter build. I think that is what I want to try as an upgrade from 75mm whoops. Very cool. What camera are you picking up with it, Michael? All right. So tonight we are going to tear apart the ultimate freestyle tiny whoop. This Diamond AIO is just not working, and I'm gonna send it to Brandon's Baked Beans. He's gonna put an open logger on it and see if he can figure anything out. I think it's an electrical noise issue. Whatever. It doesn't work. It could be a bad gyro, but man, I've talked to a whole bunch of people now that have had troubles with these Diamond AIOs. I put a capacitor on it, and it made a huge difference, which is pretty indicative of an electrical noise issue. Basically, what my theory is that in shrinking the board down, one of the things they did is remove a bunch of capacitors, and you got to have enough capacitors for the power level that you want to be at. As your power level goes up and as your voltage goes up, the electrical noise goes up. And so I think that this AIO only barely has enough capacitance for the low-ass kV motors that they ship with the Mobeetle. So with 30,000 kV motors on this and BT 2.0, I think that's just too much juice, and there's just too much electrical noise. I could totally be wrong, but I've been building, troubleshooting, tuning, flying these things for many years, and all of the things point to it being that. Hey, t-shirts, if you're a medium, I've got FPV t-shirts for you that I'll send you real cheap. Hit me up. Some of them are like $20 Rotor Riot shirts. What else? Oh, so the Hyperlight 1404.5s are sold. So I'm gonna actually put those aside to remind myself. And I still have the Newbie Drone 2004s for sale, 3000 kV. Let me know if you're interested. I've still got the BetaFPV Cetus, 2 of the AIOs and 1 of the frames, and the cameras in there as well. 2 cameras, it looks like. Just hit me up if you have any interest in that. And I've got a Cinesplore Hero 8 mount, a little M6D charger, little extra backup spare charger for you. Half of the screen is broken, but half of the screen still works. And look at this little white GoPro Hero 8 condom. Isn't that cool? I wish I could figure out a way to use this. But I run the full TPU mount on all my stuff to try to protect it a little bit. I think that's about it. CiottiFPV.com. This is my full-time job. I need support from beautiful people like you. Support the people that make the content that you watch. Nothing's free in life, friends. At least click the thumbs up button, leave a comment, do all that good stuff. Hey, speaking of leaving a comment, one of the new things that I've been trying to remember to do is reading the, if you're watching this on repeat and you leave a comment, I will read that comment on the next live stream. And I've missed a couple, so let's really quickly hop in here. That's not the button that I wanted to hit. Let's really quickly hop in here and take a look at the past couple of videos comments. Because I said I was going to do it, and I did it for a little bit, and then I forgot to keep doing it. Apache Smoke Wound the Sniper on Monday says, "What's up? Wish I got some session 5, just waiting for the session 6. Love the Lemmings game. Stay safe and have fun, bro." Thank you, dude. Quadbod says, "You spent time on Mondays discussing ELRS versus Crossfire. Did you know the ELRS comes in 915 flavor too? But you probably want to wait until it's more popular / proven before you try it." I think we talked about that on Monday, but yeah, if we didn't, yeah, ELRS 900 megahertz is awesome. I love that it exists. Unfortunately, it's gotten no love from the devs. Like, they're putting all their time and effort into the 2.4 system. Once they get to a point of sort of diminishing returns with the 2.4 stuff, in theory, they'll start putting some effort into the 900. And yeah, at that point, I will get off of Crossfire for sure. I do not like TBS as a company. The guy that runs it is a bully. And yeah, their gear isn't even that great. So I would love to get off of Crossfire so that I don't have any TBS gear at all. But at the moment, Crossfire is definitely the most reliable, tested, just solid link. And yeah, sometimes you got to put your personal beliefs aside and run gear, run the gear that's going to work the best. So what else do we have here? Sim Sunday. We've got a comment from Quadbot. He says, "I started using the YouTube's clip tool as a way of saving some of your classic phrases. I want to build up an alternative sound pack for the radio. Should be hilarious. And show Jibby how it should be done." And then Quadbot also says, "Did you ask for more clips? I put a few in the Livestream Live Discord channel. It was fun, but let me know if it's in poor taste and I'll stop." Don't ever stop, Quadbot. I absolutely love it, man. The clips are great. Everything that happens on these live streams is out there. You know, there's no like, I'll never be upset. If I'm upset about something that happened during a live stream, I'll just go into YouTube Studio and clip it out. So no worries. And if I do that and you've made a clip of it, that clip will go away. So yeah, no worries. If there's ever anything I'm like horrified by that I do, I will take care of it. Don't ever yeah, don't ever feel like you're embarrassing me. I embarrass myself plenty. Where's that at in chat? Mac282 says, looks like it's time for a haircut. I don't think so. This is like I just got my haircut. This is like, a haircut for me is about 2 months away. So yeah. Talha says, the only BT 2.0 batteries I have available to buy in the UK are the BetaFPV 1S batteries. Should I buy them over the PH 2.0 GNB batteries? Yes, Talhan. The PH 2.0 GNB batteries are rolled cell, just like the BetaFPV BT 2.0 batteries. So, yeah, you'll get a better connector and you'll get a better battery. You'll get the same battery with a better connector. If you had Newbie Drone Nitro Nectar Golds available in PH 2.0, and you were to compare those to the BetaFPV BT 2.0 batteries, that would be a closer comparison. The Nitro Nectar Golds are folded cell, which perform a lot better. So basically, in that situation, you would have a better battery with a worse connector. But yeah, if you don't have access to the Newbie Drone Nitro Nectar Golds in PH 2.0, all the other PH 2.0 batteries are rolled cell, just like the BetaFPV BT 2.0. So at least get the good connector by going with those BetaFPV batteries. Yep. Matteo says, I'm a medium. When do I send my info? As soon as possible, Matteo, so that nobody else snags these. You can get in touch with me. All my social shit is on CiottiFPV.com. Pick your poison. Message me wherever you want. Here are the... do me a favor. Tell me which shirt you want in the message that you send me. I've got a green Fat Pigeon Ethics shirt. There's a 533 black shirt. There's a... Who dat? Who going in that garage? There's a blue Rotor Riot shirt. There is a FPV Crate shirt. There is a Black Ethics shirt, just the logo. Trying to keep these all neat. Another FPV Crate shirt with some cool colors and props on it. And then we've got this Lumineer with the crazy humming bee. And actually, if you want the literal shirt off my back, you can have this one as well. This is another FPV Crate shirt with sort of an F1 thing going on. So yeah, let me know which ones you want, and it'll be like, I don't know. I'll make you a good deal. Don't you worry. Let me know as many as you want, and you can have them. They're all yours. I'm going to charge you something, though, but it'll probably just be like $10. Because I got to cover shipping and time. CMYKFPV says, thoughts on the new GoPro situation? Situation? What's the situation? Is the situation that they came out with 2 new cameras today, I think? Is that the situation? Or is there something... I asked because, like, I've been out all day, so if there's some weirdness that's been going on all day today, I don't know what it is. If you're referring to the fact that 2 new cameras came out today, I fucking told you guys that the Hero11 Mini was going to be heavy. Just the new. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I told you guys that I knew the Mini was going to be heavy. It's 133 grams, which is basically what the Hero 8 weighs, I think. Let's take a look. Oh, the Hero 8's an amount. Let's not take a look. Let's just look it up online. GoPro Hero 8 weight. It is 126 grams. Wow, it's heavier than a Hero 8. Not much heavier than a Hero 8, though. And much better image quality. So the weight of a Hero 8, much better image quality, higher frame rates at higher resolutions, probably better battery life because there's no screens on it. Well, there is a tiny little screen on top, but it's a little LCD screen. All good things. All good things. Yeah, if you're gonna fly cinematic stuff, or just, you know, I'm not really into the Heroes for freestyle. I don't think it makes a lot of sense. Most freestyle, the whole point is the flying, not the quality of the picture. If you're flying for the quality of the picture, you're kind of flying more cinematic. So yeah, for regular old freestyle, the Heroes have never made much sense, other than the fact that you can get the Geek Squad protection here in the US on them and get replacements for $30. The problem with them is they're way too heavy, and they're way too fragile. So that's why I have always done Session 5s for freestyle flying. And many others are of the same sort of mind. Those folks that have gotten sick of dealing with getting used Session 5s moved over to the Action 2. Unfortunately, the image out of the Action 2 is kind of weird, and the worst thing, the image is fine. It's not great, but the worst thing though is that the lens that they've got on it sucks, and it's got an unbelievable amount of fisheye. You can use like the narrow setting and just use the center part of the CCD, but then the quality gets even worse, and it still looks weird. And then you don't have good field of view. You've got like really narrow field of view. So yeah, the Action 2, I can't watch people fly with the Action 2. Like if I'm on Instagram or YouTube and I put on somebody flying and it's the Action 2, I have to turn it off. It just looks terrible in my opinion. It's very disorienting, and it just looks bad. That being said, you can get the Geek Squad protection on it, and it is incredibly durable. So if you don't care what your flight footage looks like, I guess, or if you don't mind the way that it looks, it's a good. It's also very expensive. It's a good option, but yeah, it's not good enough for me to get away from the Session 5. I think the Session 5 is a better option. I think that it's much more watchable. The microphone is better, and yeah, I don't know. So yeah, and then the full size Hero 11 is just a big fat bat. I mean, what? Jesus, what? I don't know what it weighs. I didn't even look up what it weighs. I don't know why any of us would fly it though. GoPro Hero 11 weight. Nah, they only have the weight for the Mini. Oh, here we go. At 133 grams, the Mini is about 20 grams lighter than the Hero 11. So that makes the Hero 11 153 grams. Is that what the Hero 10 weighs? Jesus, that's heavy. My God. What did I just say? 153? I would not be surprised if that... No? Wow, it's heavier. They just keep getting heavier. 145 for the Hero 10. Good Lord. Yeah, I mean... It really sounds like there's a Session 6 coming. The leaks have gotten way more, way more sort of undeniable that there's a Session 6 coming. So the 11 Mini, I'm kicking myself in the... I gotta be honest, I'm kicking myself in the ass for having bought this Hero 10. But I don't think yeah, I don't know. 133, what did I just say this weighs? Uh, 133 versus 145. 10 grams lighter. I'm not gonna like specifically go out and smash this, but when this does eventually, well, what'll happen is the Hero 8 will die first, but I kind of want to keep a Hero 8 because it's light. It's not that much lighter though. You know what? I would rather have 2 of the Hero 11 minis than 1 Hero 10 and 1 Hero 8. So that's what I'll do. I'll eventually smash both of these and replace them with 11 minis. And they'll just be for cinematic stuff. They will never go up in the air for freestyle because it just doesn't make sense to me for freestyle. I will continue to smash through my my session 5s, and then hopefully eventually there will be a session 6 that exists. And then it'll be interesting because then we'll get to play the game of how long will they sell a session 6, and will the session 6 be discontinued and 5 years go by before a session 7? So at that point, we'll sort of play this game of chicken where towards the end of the session 6's life cycle, I guess we all mortgage our homes and buy as many of them as we possibly can with the Geek Squad protection. And then, I mean, then we've got money invested in Best Buy, but you know, you can always, I think when you return them, you can just get the balance on a gift card. So in theory, if you buy 10 of them, let's say, right before they get discontinued, as you break them, you obviously won't want 10 heroes. As you break them, you just get a gift card every time, and you just stack those gift cards up, and then you buy yourself a new TV when you have enough gift cards or whatever. That's what I wish I'd done towards the end of the session 5's life. I wish I'd bought like 5 or 6 of the damn things, and then yeah, as they break, you bring them in, you get your full credit back, and yeah, you just sit on that gift card. Make sure you sit on it flat. Don't sit on it like this, because then it'll go up your butt crack. That's strange. Ramdango says, sponsored by Vidal Sassoon. Hey, y'all. Good health and stuff. June Logo says, I believe it was the tune you add to the Diamond FC that's making it freak out. June Loco, I put almost 3 hours into tuning and troubleshooting the Diamond Flight controller. It is, yeah, it's not the tune. It's a flawed product, in my opinion. Michael D says, awesome, I'll hit up FPV Geek, fingers crossed they can make me one. Not sure on the camera for my Tiny Trainer build, but I do have a Caddx Baby Ratel 2 just waiting to be used. Very cool. My tiny lifter builds, at least, might be a bit much for that light of a camera. They're more geared towards picking up a 26 gram Insta360 Go 2. If you were to put a lighter weight camera on them, they would just rip really hard. I would actually not recommend my exact setup, though. If you were going to do that, I would recommend like a Mobula 7 V4 frame. My entire setup is like very specifically designed to not crash, but pick up a heavy ass camera. Thus, my calling it a tiny lifter. It really is a little lifter. Like, it is designed. The frame is designed to be very stout, but it's not very crashable. Just like Cinelifters. So yeah, if you're gonna, unless you're gonna pick up an Insta360 Go 2 or like a naked GoPro, although I don't know if it would really pick up. I don't know how it would do it with a naked GoPro. But yeah, just keep that in mind. GrizzFPV says, now you get me wanting to test my Diamond F4 with BT 2.0. Mine is on PH and no issues. Got it out of the ModBlade 7. Put in 65mm cockroach build and flies great. I wouldn't be surprised if you could get away with BT 2.0. Well, so first of all, if you're on the old Diamond F4, the FR Sky Diamond F4, you're probably fine, Grizz. It's the Express LRS Diamond that is giving everybody problems. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd be okay switching over to BT 2.0 if you're on the ELRS board. I think what I'm dealing with is a combination of 30,000 kV motors and BT 2.0. I think if you remove one of those things, it would kind of be okay. But recently I figured out that it's only a half a gram weight savings versus the regular full-size Mobula 6 ELRS AIO. And the fact that you have to solder the motors direct, fuck that. That is not worth a half a gram. So yeah, the Diamond ELRS can go to hell. There's just no reason for it. For me at least. If you don't like running these full canopies and you like that silly little TPU camera mount thing, then I guess there is a reason for it, because you can tuck the camera in up in the front. But I don't recommend that. It's just not crashable. The regular old Mobula 6 ELRS is really just brilliant. Just make sure you get 25,000 kV or up motors, in my opinion, and just be ready for a goddamn rocket ship. Matty O says, I emailed you. Thank you. Bugs FPV says, do you think the Flywoo Baby Nano 20 HD version is going to be any good? Good timing for that question, Bugs. I actually just added that rig to Joshua's upcoming toothpick page on fpvknowitall.com. Nick Burns and Quad66 are saying really good things about that rig on 2S. It is not for 1S though. That AIO is having weird issues on 1S, but when you put it on 2S, it's awesome, and it has black box on it. So yeah, the Flywoo Baby Nano 20 with whatever camera seems to be the newest and best of the Garden Rippers. And you've got an AIO and a camera system that you can now, if you get sick of that particular build, you can move it into a 3-inch toothpick frame, 2.5-inch. You can do all kinds of different stuff with it. Basically what I'm saying is you've got the best of the AIO and camera platforms. So you've got a really good base to then do something else with if for whatever reason you don't like that form factor, which is very small, right? Right out of the box, it's like I think it's a 1.6-inch prop, which is awful small. But if you're just ripping like a little garden, it's probably perfect. But I think there's a lot of value to it. Just getting that black box AIO and that camera system, and then you've got something that you can grow with. If if you get sick of flying your garden, you want to start flying your park, you can put it into a 3-inch setup and make a bunch more power. So yeah, that rig is looking really good. Nick Burns is the man, and he seems to really like it, so that speaks volumes. Eva FPV's in the house. She says, what's up? Who dat? That bike sell? Oh my goodness. Pornography at the doorway. Is that bike gone?
No, he didn't show up.
Oh, goddamn Facebook Marketplace.
I'm leaving the bike in the front yard, though, in case he does.
Okay. June Loca says, did you see the new BetaFPV 1S woke snail whoop? I love that we're calling it woke snail. That makes me very happy. I did. It says BetaFPV on it though, so I'm like, nope. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 7,549 times. I won't get fooled again. Yeah, I'm just not interested. A Cable says, do the shirts come with Ciotti smell? This one doesn't. Let's see. No, they've all been washed. They don't smell like me. Sorry. Sorry, guys. They don't smell like me. 16-bit FPV says, the Runcam 5 Orange is not bad for 59 grams and $100. I love the weight of the Runcam 5 Orange. I had 2 of them break on me on the very first crashes. The first or second crashes. And that was it for me. I was like, no, that's unacceptable. So, careful. I've heard from other people that the durability's been okay. But I don't know. It's great that they're only $100, but I don't think that you can get any kind of a physical damage protection on them. So that's kind of sketchy there as well. So yeah, I broke the second one and I just said to hell with it. I can't go down this road again. Also the quality, here's the deal. If, to me, rather than a RunCam 5 Orange, in my opinion, do a hybrid, do a RunCam hybrid. That way you've got everything internal and protected by the carbon fiber, and I swear to God it's the same sensor. I swear to God the RunCam 5R, all of RunCam's like HD systems, they all seem to use the exact same sensor and board and hardware and whatnot. The 5 Orange is just the RunCam hybrid with the 20x20 board connected to the back and a box on top. So yeah. And if you get the camera and the board inside the carbon fiber, they're a lot more protected. I've had pretty good luck with the RunCam hybrids being fairly durable. I've never put one on a 5-inch rig though to really slam it, so I can't speak to that. But on 3-inch, 250-ish gram rigs, it's been very, very durable. I have broken a bunch of them, but I've broken them because I'm a dumbass. Basically, they put a bunch of they're chock full of components, the 20x20 board, and there's a bunch of components around where the screw holes are. And if you don't pay attention, you can very easily like knock those components off with your pliers if you're tightening like the nut on top, for example. And I've done that like fucking 3 times now. So they're not unbreakable, but from flying, they're very durable. Ramdango says Ciotti Stinks / shirts is only for sale in Japanese vending machines. That's it. My smelly shirts are in Japan in vending machines. Japanese vending machines are a whole subculture of strange. CMYK says I'm running a Hero 2018, plenty of quality for YouTube. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Freestyle flying is about the shit flying around the screen, not about the quality of the pixels, in my opinion. Dusty Joe says, dude, there's a gummy that fits a M3 hole. Dude, is there a gummy that fits an M3 hole but uses M2? Yes, Tiny Whoop grommets, Dusty Joe. Tiny Whoop grommets do exactly that. There used to be on Airbot. Airbot used to specifically sell an M2 to M3 grommet that was really nice, and then that went away. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized, yeah, the Tiny Whoop grommets are pretty much almost exactly M2 to M3. So yeah. And you can get a big pack of Tiny Whoop grommets from BetaFPV. They sell a kit with like 4 clear, or it might be 8, like 8 clear, 8 blue, and 8 black different thickness grommets. They're not different thickness. They're for different thicknesses of PCBs. So the grommet is the same height, but then the notch in the grommet is thinner, middle, thicker on the 3 different colors. So yeah, you can customize your grommet to the thickness of your PCB, which is pretty slick. That's I really like that, to be honest. That's one of the best things I think that BetaFPV sells are those grommets. BugsFPV says, doesn't Geek Squad only cover up to 2 years? You can also get 4 years. You have your choice, 2 years or 4 years. I think it's like a $10 difference. So yeah, when we play this game of chicken with the Session 6s, we're going to all get 4-year warranties on the Sessions. And then, yeah, see how long it takes to get through them. Hopefully the Session 6 is as durable as the Session 5. I think that's going to be a really big part of the equation. They did something very special with the Session 5, man. They really hit a home run in terms of making that thing durable. It's just incredible. Jesse Garcia says the GoPro Mini has 2 sets of those folding mounts at 7 grams each, so it can get down to 119 grams easy, but still way heavier than I was hoping. I totally forgot about that, Jesse. Good call. I actually weighed those folding mounts at 8 grams each. So that brings it even lower to 117 grams. 117 grams. That is considerably lighter than the Hero 8. What did we figure out that the Hero 8 weighs? GoPro Hero 8 weight. 117 for the Mini with the mounts removed. 126 for a Hero 8. GoPro Hero 126 versus 117. 10 grams. Yeah. What I'm trying to figure out, like, if I put that Hero 8 on the cinematic rigs, it's going to take forever to break it. If I start flying it freestyle, it'll break quick. Not that I fly freestyle anymore, but I really want to get back into it. Interesting. I would love, and the other thing I'm thinking of is, like, I would love to blow up the Hero 8 before the price goes down again. And I lose money on the deal. Although the Hero 8 prices will go down when the Hero 11 prices go down. I have to pee. Hold on. Watch me fly for a minute. I'll be right back. I thought I could maybe hold it for the whole time, but I'm not going to be able to. Hey, I'm hanging gates up. Hold on one more second. One second. Hanging gates up. Hanging the gate up. Here it goes. And it's up. One more. And come on. Here we go. There we go. All right, hung a couple gates up to get us ready for flying. Hopefully that's not, what the hell, why won't you, come on. Hopefully that wasn't the same file that I was flying earlier. Alright, let's get caught up on chat and then we're gonna build this a little bit. We'll tear this down. And then we'll do a little bit of flying. We'll fly the new rig, we'll fly the old rig, we'll fly the newbie drone rig, and we'll just continue to kind of talk about the differences in flight characteristics between these tiny whoops and the different parts and whatnot. All right, Steve E says, how does this problem show up for a stock build for an average pilot? Hold on, Jesus, I forgot to turn off the music. Stock build for an average pilot, might they have, say, throttle control issues? If you've got a tiny whoop build with too much horsepower and you've got throttle control issues, all you got to do is motor limit it down. So that's easy. Steve, I'm assuming that you're talking about when I was saying the BT 2.0 with the 30,000 kV motors. Yeah, I mean, they use this ELRS diamond board on the Mobeetle, and they chose a very low kV in motor for that rig. And I think this is why. I think they chose the highest kV they could with the amount of electrical noise being created. So yeah, and a lot of people love the Mobeetle. So for somebody that's not looking for a flame-throwing freestyle build, the Mobeetle is probably really good. Take it, put it in a Meteor 65 frame, and you've probably got something that's really, really, really good. But I have still, I still worry about the reliability of the diamond board. I seriously think that the regular Mobula 6 ELRS is just a better bet from a reliability standpoint, from an upgradability standpoint, and those are, you know, it's, man, tiny whoops are so annoying when they break, you know, like the usual cycle that I see is like person buys tiny whoop, has fun flying it, tiny whoop breaks, gets frustrated trying to repair it, says fuck tiny whoops forever, never flies tiny whoop again. So serviceability to me is like a big deal with the little whoops. You know, on one hand, it's like, well, they're cheap, right? You can get them for $100, but like, who the hell wants to spend $100 every time the damn thing breaks? And it's gonna break. So yeah, direct soldered motors. Come on, no, fuck out of here with that. That's insane. You can't make a tiny whoop that hard to repair. Most people are just gonna say to hell with it and just bail. So yeah, regular Mobula 6, in my opinion, is the way to go. I have absolutely pounded mine beyond anyone's imagination, and I might have maybe done a little bit of damage to it finally, but Jesus, I mean, like the normal person flying a regular Mobula 6 ELRS, it's going to take them 10 years to do the amount of abuse to accumulate the amount of abuse that I've put into these in the last 6 months. So yeah, I'm like all in on the Mob 6 ELRS. It's just awesome. Michael D says, I plan on also getting a 360. I thought you were asking what FPV cam I plan on using in a tiny lifter build. No. Yeah, the HD cam, the payload, Michael. So yeah, if you're gonna fly a 360, the tiny lifter is gonna be perfect for you. So yeah, see you next week, next Wednesday, and we'll dive back into the tiny lifters. CMYK is quoting Dusty Joe. The short answer is yes, I've been looking for some too. My solution for CiottiFPV is to use 2 layers of heat shrink on the M2 stack screws. Best part is the threads mold for easy use. I think we were talking about the M2 to M3 grommets, right? Yeah, just use tiny whoop grommets, or tiny whoop, whatever the hell they're called. Pedro Tomei says, don't buy walk fail. I will not. I'm going to try to go the DJI Avatar, Avata, whatever the hell they're going to call it, route. Although, I don't know. Waka Flocka Flame is getting better and better, so maybe it'll be, I don't know, we'll see. 16-bit says, I put mine through hell. I'm kind of new to FPV. I hit a tree at like 40 miles an hour. What are we talking about, 16-bit? What have you put through hell? Andrew S says the Runcam hybrid is a pain. The mount the mount nicely and have any angle. What is a pain? Is a pain to mount nicely, I think, and have any angle adjustment. You do need tall standoffs, the Runcam hybrid, and or a frame that works really well with it. One of the things I love most about the where the hell are they? There they are. One of the things I love most about the V1 BQE Ripsqueak frame is the cutout in the top plate there allows the RunCam hybrid to like peek up above the top plate, and you only have to run 28mm standoffs. And 28mm standoffs, oddly enough, are like the perfect height for your stack to have ESC, flight controller, and then RunCam hybrid DVR build on top. So if you pick the right frame, you can do a RunCam hybrid build that is just incredibly tight, like my Ripsqueaks are. And yeah, no wasted space on the inside, just enough space to work on them, and it's just brilliant. It's just an amazing combo, and it's super durable and lightweight and not threatening, and yeah, it's just a thing of beauty, in my opinion. Michael D says, for shits and giggles, let's try flashing BL Heli back on the Diamond. My X12 issues didn't resolve until I flashed BL Heli with BL Heli. ESC config didn't work. When I went from BL Heli to Blue Jay, things got a lot better. So there's no real reason to go back. That was when it had the stock tune on it. I confirmed that the stock tune is pretty much what's on it right now. So yeah, there's really no reason to go back. Yeah, it's just I'm not going down that road. It's just, and yeah, so many people are like, yo, I'm on my third one, my fourth one, my fifth one. They just break every time I hit something. I'm just, yeah, it's, you know, they made it so much smaller, and like, it you know, it's something's got to give, and we've found it, in my opinion. Although it will only take like 3 seconds to do that, so I guess let's do it anyway. Let's hook it up here, and we'll put power to it. Okay, so I might as well just do it on, well, I have the BL Heli configurator app on here. We'll use that. Fuck you. Hold on. Security and privacy. General. And open anyway. Open. There we go. All right, let's see here. Come on. Come on. White Fox says, "Hey bud, yeah, the grommets are excellent. They are. It is really cool that that BetaFPV sells that grommet set. I swear to God, it's the best thing that they sell." Ramdago says, "Blow up Hero8." Yes, Ram. I don't know what the question is. I'm confused. We want USB modem. We're gonna connect. Read setup, and we're gonna flash all. 7.1. Flash. Files unavailable. All right, we're gonna do it on escconfigurator.com. I think it's esc-con. Is the URL in it? Yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. Port already in use. Did Betaflight launch? No. What's happening? What? Hold up. Come on now. Come on now. What? Why? There's nothing running that's using it. Let's pull power to reset the flight controller. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, you bastard. There it goes. Read settings. And flash all. BLES. 7.1. Flash. Failed flashing. I'm not gonna waste more time doing this. It's gonna make it worse. If it was easy and quick to do, I would show you guys that it's gonna make it worse because I've already been down that road. But it's being a pain in the ass, so we're gonna move on. Sorry, dude. But yeah, I've already been down that troubleshoot. June Loco says, let's rep the HD0 tonight, please. Send it. No chance of that. HD0 is going to be like a whole separate thing. Like, I've got to get the module set up and updated and wire it all up, and like, yeah, that's going to be a whole big thing. Sorry, June. Jesse Garcia says, pretty much a Hero 7 weight. Oh yeah, that's very true. Very true. Which is amazing. It's great that we've got an option to go lighter finally, and not sacrifice all kinds of stuff. Perry Arrow's in the house. He says, I bet the last time he flew Freestyle was when he flew with me a couple years ago, right? Next time up, we'll have to break you out again. No, I flew a couple of months ago. I've flown once or twice this year. But yeah, it's pretty rare. It's just hard to find time for it. It's also not as fun as it used to be. You know, I've flown 5,000 plus batteries Freestyle probably. It's you know, it's a little bit not stale, but it's just not what it once was. I prefer flying cinematic, but yeah, it's still fun. Just not as fun. 16-bit. It's, you know what it is. It's not fun enough to offset the amount of time that I have to spend repairing stuff. That's the problem. Like, just going out and for me, it's not just we'll go. I'll just charge batteries and go out and have fun. It'll be great. It's I'll charge batteries. I'll go out. I'll have fun. I'll destroy everything. I'll come home. I'll spend 6 to 8 hours repairing stuff, and like it's just hard to find. So like, you know, a freestyle flying session is like ends up being like 10 to 15 hours, right? Like an hour to charge, an hour or two flying, and then 6 to 8 to 10 hours of repairing and then discharging. So it's just, and I just don't have that. I just don't have that kind of time. You know, anybody that's tried to do their own business knows that, you know, it's a 10 to 12 to 14 hour a day job. And freestyle is like a hobby. Freestyle is not, unless you're like one of two people, right, on Earth, you can't make money on freestyle. Freestyle is the hobby part of FPV. And when you own your own business, typically you don't have time for hobbies anymore. You're running the business is your hobby. And like, that's not a bad thing. Like I love doing FPV full time. And the fact that I've had to kind of sacrifice flying freestyle, like that is well worth it, for me. Maybe it's not for somebody else, but for me it absolutely is, because I love what I do, arguably more than flying freestyle, if you can believe it. And you know, freestyle's not going anywhere. I can do it whenever I want. It's just, yeah, I mean, like, so for example, right, the last 2 times that I went out and flew, all 3 glides ended up blown up. Well, I've finally got 2 of them back up and running, but one of them is still broken. I'm hoping that I can fix it this Sunday, maybe this Friday, so that I have them back up again. Next time I go fly again, I'll break at least one of them, probably 2 of them, and that process will start all over again. And, you know, lately, like, finding the time to fix those for the 7,000th time will take me like a month or 2. So yeah, it's this big rolling cycle, but I'm doing what I can. Where are we at here? 16-bit FPV says the RunCam 5. I've had everything except myself. LOL. Yeah. See, you're one of the couple of people, 16-bit, that I've heard has had good durability with the RunCam 5, which is great. I love that. I just at the weight that it's at, the image quality is not quite good enough for me, and it's never going to be as durable as a Session 5. I would rather spend an extra $50 to $60 on a Session 5 to get better image quality, and something that's just absolutely bomb proof. So yeah, but to each his or her own. What I will say is, if you can find the the RunCam 5 orange box thing with physical damage protection for $100, it'll probably be $115 at that point. That's a great deal. That's a really, really, really good deal for sure. Andrew S says running the RunCam hybrid on BQE3AF and Cinequeen, but that squeak is nice and light. It is, yeah, super light. Perfect for a BQE3AF though. I don't know what a Cinequeen is. CMYK says, any word on BQE? I know they have been out of stock for a hot minute. Side note, your frame is still simmering in the background. Yeah, it is. My frame is right here. Here's the, I'll show you the problem with my frame. Problem with my frame is, I'm not walking back over there to get the one of the rip squeaks. Right here is the problem with my frame. This cutout on the top here. But the whole point of this frame was for it to house the RunCam hybrid, and I just didn't realize at the time that I was working with Ryan on that. I just didn't realize that I needed that top plate to have a bigger opening in it for the hybrid to stick out of. So in order for me to put a hybrid into my frame, it will need to be on 30mm standoffs rather than 28s, which is a bit much. I know it's only 2mm difference, but it's the principle. So what I am going to do though is I have two. Ryan cut me two. I'm going to build them as regular old analog, and I'm just going to bash the shit out of them because I need to see where they break. And then once I know that, I can say, hey, Ryan, can you beef this area up? And while you're at it, can you spread the front standoffs a little bit and cut a deeper hole in the top plate for the RunCam hybrid to stick out? And then in theory, we'll be able to run 28mm standoffs on it. It's just like super backburnered. I have no interest in like selling a product. That is a whole, it's tough to do that. And yeah, I've just got a lot going on. So but as I've been saying, it'll get built at some point. Joseph Tahari says, what's up, everyone? Hope all is well. Good to have you, Joseph. Michael D says, no worries, man. I get it. Maybe try after the stream if you get free time. Well, I'm about to rip this thing apart. So yeah, it's but you know, if you don't believe me, on last week's Whoop Wednesday during the stream, I took it from BL Heli to Blue Jay, and I flew it before and after, and it was noticeably better on Blue Jay. So you can see for yourself that Blue Jay helped it. Yeah. Eva FPV says, well, Brandon Baked Beans says the flight controller in the Cinespore probably has a bad gyro. Oh my god. Oh boy, what a pain in the ass. Is it, I guess it's doing something on one axis but not the other. Well, hey, you can replace it with a flight controller that's got black box in it. That's super annoying. Hey, I'm caught up. Wait, no, 16-bit FPV spelled my name wrong, so it didn't turn orange. I got it because it was cheap with a mount. I'm at like $120. I want a real GoPro next time, but yeah, it's been tough for me. I love that some of them are tough. It pisses me off that I had such a shit time with mine, because I had high hopes for it. All right, friends, let's rip apart the ultimate Freestyle Tiny Whoop. Looks like the batteries are pretty much charged, so let's just blast through this, and then we can do a little bit of flying, and then you guys can enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. As will I. hoping to get some Diablo in tonight with Felix. They got their last piece of the Rothma set last night, and we finally got him onto an end game build. That's right, motherfuckers. I'm plenty nerdy, just with very specific stuff. Yeah, I'm such a fan of Diablo. Always have been. Diablo was one of the very few games that came to the original Mac back in like the iMac days, and I just fell in love with it. And I skipped Diablo 2, but then Diablo 3 came to console, and I was just all over it. I got into it a little bit late, but I was all over it, and I just love it. It's just a really cool game. It's, to me, the perfect couch co-op game. I really, I've yet to find another game that's like as in-depth, but also as just playable by multiple people on the couch. Two people, it's great with two. It's great single player, but it's also great with two people. And I've actually never played it with 3 or 4 people. I've always wanted to. So yeah, Felix has made a couple of friends in the neighborhood, and I keep bugging him like, "Yo, get your friends to come over. Let's get some 3 and 4 player fucking Diablo going." But hasn't happened quite yet. Although I'm sure that it will. They just befriended them very recently, so you know how that goes. Takes a little bit of time. Let me try something again real quick here. Where's that other Logitech camera? Let me see if this other Logitech camera will work. This is the Logitech C910. And I want video capture device, add existing, Logitech webcam. Where's it at? Nope. Oh, there it is. Alright, so if I do that, nah, see, it's broken. Oh shit. It's the weirdest. I don't know. Logitech sucks balls. Just blame them. What? What's that? That's not the one. It's this one. Remove. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. It can't handle 2 Logitechs at a time. I gotta figure something out though, because when I have the bench cam on, I'm like all the way over here, and I do not have a solution for that. Right 9 says Ciotti has entered a wormhole. That's what she said. Frank Nicholas is in the house. He says, which Diablo are you playing through? Diablo 3. EvaFPV says, yes, second spikiness in the gyro pitch trace. That's the one silver lining. How can you tell? Oh, when you monitor it in Betaflight, you're getting some spikies on pitch. That would explain the tuning problems. Ramdongo says, a lot of retro stuff on Poopin equals cool retro games on Switch. Very versatile system. I'll be getting the online package soon. I've heard good things about the Switch. I don't. It's a cool thing in theory. The last thing I need though is a wireless video game system. Oh, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't play it. I'm pretty picky. It's the Diablo 3 thing is mainly for to spend time with Felix. If it weren't for them playing it, I wouldn't be playing it. I would just be spending what little bit of time that I've got to unwind and play video games on the simulator in Assetto Corsa or GT7. So yeah, I used to love video games, but it's tough now. It just when I play video games, if I'm not like getting something out of it, like building a bond and having conversations with Felix, it just I get like my anxiety brain goes into like full tilt of like, yo, you should be doing something, you should be doing something, you should be doing something of value, which is kind of annoying because like, you know, I'm unwinding, but I'm being unable to unwind, which is one of the great annoyances of generalized anxiety disorder, is like when you try to do the things that'll help, the thing that you're trying to help tells you that you're not helping it. But yeah, that's my cross to bear, I guess. There's plenty of things that's great about anxiety, so try to take the good with the bad. All right, so we are going to desolder these absurdly small motor wires from this Diamond flight controller. Man, I'm having deja vu. It's almost like I just soldered these on last week. God damn it. Oh, wait. I did. I am going to reuse this clear frame. Hey, Brandon, are you in the chat? I didn't see any messages from you. What am I sending you? What do you need me to send you along with this diamond board? Do you need a frame? Do you need motors? What do you need? Or do you have everything? Probably has everything. Cole Powers says, in my experience, USB video devices take certain system resources that will then cause them to cap out one per port. Deactivating an OBS will release the resource, but active devices are limited. Interesting. Interesting. That sounds like it's probably right. Yeah. I'm just going to blame Logitech, though, because, man, their cameras are a real pain in the ass sometimes. Unless you point them at your face. Then they seem to work really well. All right, one motor has been removed. I think what I'm going to do is remove these little sets of motor wires here. And I believe I have a set of JST 1.25. So JST 1.25 is the standard tiny whoop motor connector. JST 1.0 is the one that Newbie Drone uses. And Emacs, I should say. And so, yeah, I took my set of full can Tiny Whoop 0802 30,000s and I moved them over to the Newbie Drone plugs. So I should still have that set of industry standard wires and plugs floating around here. I just got to go find them. Hopefully I put them where they belong, because then I should be able to find them pretty quick. If not, if I can't find them, then we'll probably just do some flying and wrap it up. But I would love to. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get those wires soldered up to these motors, though. Last time I had to do that, it was a real bastard. Damn it, Brandon's not in the chat. Ramdonko says, P.S. Earthbound SNES Mini was very pleasant. Yo, Earthbound is one of my favorite fucking games for the Super Nintendo. I didn't think anybody knew about that game. Good on you, my friend. I'm also going to need to put a power lead on here. So I don't think Brandon has BT 2.0, so I'm going to pull this BT 2.0 connector off of here. Ouchie, 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 ouchie. That got hot. Maybe this one won't get as hot. Come on. Come on. Jesus. Ah, I can't do it. I got rabies. There we go. Oh, come on now. Get off of there. Get out of there. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So this is ready to go for Brent. Although, here, let me do this for Brandon. I'm just gonna yank. Oh God! I'm gonna try to clear those holes out so that it's not impossible for him to put a PH 2.0 connector on there. Let's come in here, put some flux on these two holes, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of solder braid to clear these two guys out. For the record, Brandon, if you're watching this on replay, if you ruin this board, it's all good, brother. I don't even care. It would probably have gotten ruined from the first time I crashed it anyway. So yeah, man, it's all you. I'm tempted to even just say, like, it's yours. But if you can figure out what's going on with it, I would love to test and see what a half a gram to gram lighter Tiny Whoop is like on 30,000 kV 0702s, but if not, that's totally fine. And of course the ground hole will absolutely refuse to wick the solder up, but let's hit it again here and see what's going on. Yeah, of course it's going to be a jerk. We'll keep trying. And it is really tough to get the to clear out the ground on these things with the solder braid without getting the board too hot. But let's give it another shot. I always eventually get it. Just takes a little bit of extra effort sometimes. Alright. Come on. Liquefy, you bastard. Man, why did I just don't get it. Like, I've got the iron really hot. It's just like in these ground holes, the solder just... Oh, there it is. Would you look at that? Wow. Okay. Never mind. That's, okay. Now I know. After hitting it with the solder wick hard, hopefully you guys saw, I just pushed the tip of the soldering iron in there. So what happens is the through hole's here, and there'll just be like a little web of solder in the middle there, and it won't come out. And so I just rammed the solder tip down there, and I must have gotten it deep enough that it, you know the rest. Got to get it in there deep, friends. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Gotta ram it home. All right, here we go. Let me just fix this bit of exposed wire here. I'm probably gonna strip this back though and re-tin it because this lead was a little bit too long. It did not need to be quite as long as it was. So this is going to Brandon's Baked Beans and hopefully never comes back. Let's grab the Mobula 6 here that I bought from CiottiFPV. And we're going to put it on 0702 30,000s. That's a new sticker. I haven't seen that one before. Guillermo is posting one word at a time. Guillermo, put more than one word in each of your chat comments. It helps. It helps everyone. Ramdongo says Earthbound wasn't released in the UK, so played the last 2 years ago on the SNES Mini. Oh wow, no shit. Zoe Tech is in the house. He says, got to convert that POW BT 2.0. Yeah, I don't do anything on PH 2.0 anymore. The difference is just absurd. Oh, Eva, you got an open logger. Ah, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Ramdonko says progress games rule. Hell yeah. Blizzard FPV with a $5.55 Canadian super chat. Thank you, brother. He says 555. Indeed. Thanks for the support, Blizzard. Very cool of you, my friend. And then a $2 super chat as well. He says, anyone else catch Blue Origin Oopsie? What's Blue Origin Oopsie? I have no idea what that is. Anybody know? Anybody know what Blue Origin Oopsie is? Look at this packaging job by TweetFPV. What a fucking Chad, as the kids say. Did the kids say that? Is that something the kids say? Did they say it? Oh. Maybe. Maybe? Nah. Maybe? Blue Origin. What's Blue Origin? What is that? Is that a video game? Is that a TV show? Is that a religion? So this is the this comes with the 0702 26,000 kV motors, which are great. This frame, on the other hand, this neon green frame, absolutely worthless. Mine broke on literally the third crash, and it wasn't even a hard crash. And the first two weren't even hard crashes either. So definitely get it the fuck out of this horrible green frame. And do yourself a favor and put it in the Meteor 65 frame. Or the Cockroach frame. Cockroach frame is kind of cool because it's got a lifetime warranty. You know, the frame is only a couple of dollars, so really is it kind of worth that? The Meteor 65 frame is quite a bit lighter, and it's actually more bendy, which is bad for the filtering and the PID tune, but you can get plenty of PID tune on it. And then the bendiness helps in crashes. So yeah, the Meteor 65 frame is kind of the one that everybody runs. But the Cockroach frame is still really nice. If you want to get if you really want to crank up your tune, the Cockroach frame is definitely the one to have. Jesus, these HQ biblades almost won't come off these motors. Fuck. Come on, dude. Get off of there. God damn it. Oh my god, there we go. Okay. They also don't make as much thrust, as almost always with HQ props versus Gemfan. So yeah, the HQ biblades are kind of silly. I don't really see a point. You should run the Gemfans. Don't run these Fisher-Price My First Tiny Whoop biblade designed propellers. Get them off. Get some Gemfans on. You'll love them. You're gonna love my nuts. Okay. So let's get this off. Let's get these motors off of here. Okay. All right. And come on. There we go. Hold on, you guys might not be able to see me. I moved the camera down closer recently, and I'm not used to it being that close, so forgive me if I do a bunch of work off camera by accident. I'm just getting used to how much closer I have the camera zoomed in. I figure it's better to have the camera all up on the work surface, so that when I'm soldering and stuff like that, you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Versus it being farther away, and then it's harder to actually see the up-close details. Because typically the stuff that I accidentally do off camera is stupid stuff, like removing props or removing screws or things like that. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, let me get some of these other tiny whoops out of here. My little workspace is a hot mess. Who knows what that is? Anybody know what that is? This is actually really cool. I've been dragging my feet on installing this forever. But I should really get it installed, because it's a really cool little Weavice. That's right, I said Weavice. What do you know about that? Alright, proper Mobula 6 ELRS board being lifted up and off here. I'm going to take this PH 2.0 connector, replace it with a BT 2.0. I might I might put this PH 2.0 connector onto the, yeah, I will. I'll put it onto the Diamond board that I'm going to be sending to Brandon just so he doesn't, just to, you know, reduce the amount of work that he has to do. It's awesome that he's willing to throw an open logger on the Diamond board to see try to figure out what the hell's going on. I'm going to leave these motors on this frame because I don't really have a use for these motors right now. Kevin Sumner says 3S fan control. I don't know if will it take up the 3S? Well, the thing that I know about it is it like actually controls the fan better. Like it will like ramp the fan up and down. I don't remember. I don't remember what it does, but it's a really cool little device. Who's it made by? Oh, look at that. Yeah, 2S or 3S. That's pretty cool. I forget who it's made by, but yeah, you install it into your Fat Sharks, and it's a better little fan control. Pretty cool. Cool stuff. Kevin Sumner says, the one I bought for my backup HDOs will go to 3S. Nice. Hey, there's Brandon. What's up, dude? Okay. So, ooh, here's another one of these cameras. We can check the back to see if it's got all that goop all over it. And it does. It's got all that goop all over it. What the hell? Interesting. Very strange. Okay. It's this piece of foam is also like really on here. I usually remove it, but it's not wanting to come off. If you don't remove it though, you can't drop the up tilt down as low as I like it. So I'm gonna keep struggling with it. It's coming off. There it goes. There it goes. You just gotta work it. Come on. Jesus. There we go. Okay. Got that off of there. Man, there's a lot of goop on this though. Mad goop. Let's see if I can just gently take a little bit of this off. Jesus, the goop! They are gooping these cameras up before they send these things out, or when they're building them, I guess I should say. My goodness. How would you like that to be your job? Your job is to build Mobula 6s. Ready, go. Oh my god. Kill me. Although, I don't know. Could be meditative. After you've built the 1000th one, maybe you achieve total spiritual zen. Brandon's Baked Beans misses his old Nokia 3310. Don't we all? Don't we all, Brandon? Man, was it nice to have a completely indestructible phone. And something that was just a phone. Although, my God, it would be hard to live without a smartphone. I did for like 2 days at one point when the screen was broken. And it was wild. I felt like I couldn't like function in society at all. I didn't know where I was going because I didn't have maps. I didn't have text messages. I couldn't talk to anyone. I didn't have Instagram. I couldn't share. It was just crazy. Good little exercise in just realizing how much we rely on them for. That was eye-opening. I'm digging these new. I'm digging these new folding jib jabs now. A bunch of years ago, they figured out how to make LCD screens fold. I can't possibly imagine though you're going to be able to fold and unfold those things 11 billion times and have them still hold up. I don't see that as a real thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure that's something that they're testing, but man, I run my phones into the goddamn ground, yo. Like I try to get 7 or 8 years out of a phone because of how expensive they are. And I can't imagine it. Probably wrong though. They probably have it all figured out. Sure, they have little machines to open and close the phones 10,000 times a minute, so. But at the same time, maybe they don't, and they're just going to be like, well, you know, everybody gets a new phone every year, so it'll open and close 365 times. That's due diligence, isn't it? We're fine. All right, cleared both of those holes out on this. That actually went really easily. Usually I have to fight a little bit more to clear the holes out with the braid. Braid's Baked Beans says, another diamond is dead within 24 hours of a build for my buddy Tyrant. Yeah, this diamond thing, they can just go to hell. Ramdago says, so the X12 board is the non-diamond AIO. It's one of them. The X12 is one of them. That's the board that comes with the Mobula 7 ELRS. That is not this board. The problem with that X12 board is it's oversized. It only fits in the Mobula 7 ELRS version 4 frame, or you can also put it in a toothpick build, which is what I'm going to be doing with mine. I'm going to be doing a 1S toothpick build with it. This is the BetaFPV ELRS F4 version 1 board here. This is my choice for general tiny whoop usage. And all right, so let's try to get the BT 2.0 cable on here first. Brandon, do you even want me to send you this Diamond DLRS? It's probably gonna be a waste of time, if we're honest, right? Like, if you don't want me to send it, man, just say so, and I will just throw it directly in the river, because I don't know. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it being a worthwhile thing to spend time on. But if you want to, that would be awesome, and I'm sure chat would kind of love that. But no pressure at all. No pressure at all. That is not me pressuring you in any way. I do not want to waste your time, man. But it's all yours. If you want it, it's all yours. Round? No. Yeah, round is ground. Round is ground. That's the rule of thumb for BT 2.0. Round is ground. So this short one is ground, and the ground is out towards the edge. That's pretty awesome. Okay. So let's see here. I'm probably going to cut these down a little bit, but let me figure out the difference in length between these two that I want. Come on, get in there. All right, hold on. Let me flatten this guy out so it'll go through the through hole so I can figure out the length. To me, it is worth it to get the length just right on the pigtail for the tiny whoops. They just round is ground. They get tugged and the batteries barely fit in there, and it's just kind of one of those things. Damn it! All right, hold on. I gotta actually get some of the solder off this guy. There we go. To get it to be thin enough to go through these tiny little holes in the PCB. Come on. There we go. I think that might be it. Let's see. Okay. No, still won't go. Well, let me just guesstimate. I'm not going to be able to guesstimate because it's just being a jerk. Hold on, let me try using a little bit of solder braid. Well, I don't think the problem is solder on here beefing it up. I think the problem is it's just I can't get it round. but this will definitely remove any. Yeah, there was a bunch of solder on there. Okay, so there's that. Let's flatten this guy out. Well, the strands are so jacked up now that I might not be able to flatten it out. It might be like too far gone, which is okay because I wanted to shorten it up a little bit anyway. Let's give it one last try here. Hey, there we go. All right, cool. So that's in there. Here comes the ground. And okay, just as suspected, that one's a little bit too long. On the diamond board, there's a huge difference in spacing between the ports on the PCB. Okay, so yeah, it definitely needs to come down in length a little bit. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to confirm that. Let's not go completely nutso and chop these super short. Let's just take a little off the top. Brunswick Bean says, the diamonds seem to be cursed right now, but it might still be a good exercise to try and see what I can find out. If not for you, then for the community. I think I want to ask Tyrant for his too. It seems right now that there's like a 1 in 3 chance that you get a bad one, and that's really bad odds. It's whatever you want. If you want to send it to me, find out I'll cover the shipping. No, I got the shipping, brother. You're good. We good. Cool. Yeah, it's. I'm gonna send it to you, Brandon. Can you shoot me a message with your address just as a reminder? I'm sure that I have your address in PayPal, but not PayPal, Patreon. But when this stream is over, I'll probably just dive right into video games. So I don't want to forget to send it. I'll remember to send it. Never mind. We're good. All right. Here we go. Let's chop this down a little bit and... Oh boy. Wonder where that went. Hey, there it is. Shit, I wonder where the other one went. Damn it. Hey, there it is. Okay. So round is ground and ground is by the edge. So ground is the shorter one. Round is the shorter one. So that's this one. And it was that much, so we're just going to cut it down a little bit less than that. Like, let's say that much. That's probably just about right. Okay. Take a quick look here. And, yeah, so if that's like that, it'll make it a little 90. All right, that should be about right. So I'm going to strip these. I'm going to put them through the holes, not tinned. Because typically what happens with these is that if you tin these guys, you will add too much thickness to be able to get it through the damn board. So what I do is I put them through the board not tinned, and then I just make sure I dump a whole bunch of solder into the top of the hole, and it'll usually, as long as you get enough heat into it, it'll penetrate down to the bottom, and you can check on the bottom of the PCB with your 5X loop, and usually you'll see the solder just kind of coming out the bottom. So you strip them like this, and then you just give them a little twist so that there's a little bit more resistance to like individual strands trying to run away. And then put them into the PCB, dump some solder down the top, and all is right with the world. So, all right, there we go. That's looking nice. So let's go flux while the holes are opened, which will allow it to get all up in there. And I like to try to get these both in. Round is ground. I like to try to get these both in, but it's sometimes kind of hard with them being different lengths. So let's just do them one at a time. Should be fine. Alright, got the one in there. And I'm just going to put it on the side of the board here so that the connector is sitting on the base, and that'll keep it inside the hole there so that it doesn't try to back out. And so we're going to go soldering iron on one side, and we're going to feed the solder in from the other side of the top of the through hole here. There we go. And you want to try to get the tip of the soldering iron down in between the top of the wire and the pad, and then you're just going to push solder into there. And you're also kind of like pushing solder into the through hole, and then you just check on the bottom, and you should be able to see, yep, a little bit of shiny solder there on the bottom. Let me do this other one, and then I'll show you both at the same time. And you also want to check with your 5X loop, which I'm going to do right now, to make sure none of the individual strands of wire peeked out the bottom when you were sneaking the wire in. And we are good to go. It actually kind of helps to do, when you put this wire through, to use the 5X loop, because then you'll be able to catch any little strands that are trying to escape. And so now this second one is a lot harder because the one wire is longer. I should have actually done the ground first. That would have been smart. But I think I got it. We're good. Yep. Yeah, we're all set. So now what I'm going to do is put a big bend in the other wire, just so that it stops trying to back this thing out. So I'm going to bend it like that. And that way this wire will stay all the way in that hole when I put it down in the corner here. Make sense? And the flux probably all burned off. So let's reapply just a little bit. Makes a huge difference. And let's see if we can go 2 for 2. It's pretty painless so far. And soldering iron off on one side. We're going to feed the solder from the other side. And then as we get some heat into it, we can start pushing the solder down into the through hole. So here we go. Come on. So now this is the ground hole, so it's going to be much harder because it's tied into the big thick ground layer in this PCB, but it's actually not bad at all. Give it a second to cool down. Do not blow on it. And there you go. And so now you take your 5X loop and look at the bottom side here and just make sure you got a little bit of solder poking through. The first one looks good. The second one, though, I don't see any solder peeking through. It's probably still fine, but let's just hit it one more time just to be totally sure. It'll take another 15 seconds. Just to make sure that we got the solder kind of penetrating all the way through. This is the problem with putting those wires in there not tinned, is you got to be careful of this, because right now what could be happening is the wire might not be tinned. The first wire definitely became tinned because of the way the solder is peeking out the bottom. But this second one, there's a chance that the solder is only up on top of the wire. And I think I just saw the solder kind of suck down into the hole a little bit. Let's take a look. Yeah, I can see it down the bottom now, so we're good. Cool. That's how we do that. And then because we made it slightly a different length, this will now make this nice little clean bend here. And it just kind of makes your life a lot easier. See that? Fuck you, Logitech, you asshole. Just take my word for it. So there we go. It's going to sit right like that and plug into the battery, and all is right with the world. So BT 2.0 is on here. Oh wait, hold on. Let me put this PH2 lead onto the diamond board so that all Brandon has to do is solder up the motors. And we've got ground. I gotta flatten out these. My soldering iron is at 666 degrees right now. What you know about that? Okay. Come on. Come on. Yeah, almost. Brandon's not a fan of through holes. Am I the only one that likes through holes? Is it just me? Y'all be hating on them through holes. Telling you, they're stronger. Telling you. Pretty sure ground is out towards the outside. Man, come on. Sometimes it's really hard to get these. I mean, it doesn't help that Happy Model uses such absurdly small holes for these in their PCB. Like, there's really no reason to make these quite this small, but you know. That looks better. I think that's gonna get it. Brandon, you've got I think we talked about this previously. You've got PH 2.0 batteries, right? Not BT 2.0. God damn it. Get in there. Get flat, bro. Actually, I don't want it to get flat. I want it to get round. Get round, bro. Dude, if that's not flat enough... Come on. Alright, that's gotta be good. It's gotta be flat enough. Come on, man! Fuck it. This one does need to be shorter, and it's not. So, we're gonna make it shorter. And then we'll be absolutely fine. Because it goes towards the back. PH 2.0, okay, cool. Alright. All set. I should have done that in the first place. I wasn't thinking. Do the positive. No. We'll do the ground first. Hold on. Spin it up. And let me actually use the loop to do this off camera. Save me a step of making sure I don't have any of the strands of wire try to escape. Well, here's an interesting development. This won't go. Oh, I see what's happening. I see what's happening. The hole's a little too small because there's a bunch of solder sitting in there. But now that should be cleared out. Alright, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Oh man, almost. Almost. Come on, get in there. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Ooh, it's fighting me. Keep fighting me, motherfucker. You won't win. The bums will always lose, Mr. AIO. The bums will always lose. My suggestion to you, AIO, is to get a job, sir. Alright, did I just clear that out more, or did I make it worse? Oh, way better, way better, way better, way better. All right, now I think we're going to be good. I have high hopes. Low expectations. That's important. Life lesson. Get in there. Are you too good for your home wire? There it is. All right, perfect. That's good to go. And might as well throw the... No. We're just going to do this one. Just going to do this one first. And then we'll do the positive. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, Parappa. Where is that at? Here it is on this side. So same deal as before, except I forgot to flux it this time. But there is flux in the solder. So we're just going to push a bunch in. Give it a second to get hot. And that should be totally fine. All right, and then we've got voltage side here. It's going all the way through. Man, they've got a wee little capacitor right next to it. I mean, like, right next to it. That is a silly spot for it. But, you know, when you shrink the board down this small, where the hell are you going to put all the things? There we go. All right, Brandon. I'll get this shipped out tomorrow, I'm thinking, with a bunch of the giveaway stuff. Just make sure that solder came through. It didn't, but the board's broken anyway. It'll be fine. It's attached up on top. It'll be okay. All right. Helping hands suck, June Loco. I got to be honest. I hate helping hands. I have a set of helping hands for... I have a second one of these with helping hands, and it's just terrible. Like, they don't stay where you... I guess they stay where you put them, but, like, they're all bendy, and, like, yeah, I hate helping hands, man. I prefer this putty, this electronic goop from Mass Adhesive, and just the little wooden thing for like a little layer. Man, I have tried and I've tried and I've tried with the helping hands, and they just suck. I just can't do it with them. I just can't do it. I can't do anything. All right, this goes in here. We're going to mash this BT 2.0 brick in through here. And, oh shit, we do have to do some more soldering though. We got to solder up the some new leads on these motors, which is actually going to be kind of a pain in the ass. But we'll use that, it'll give us a chance to use that putty. Alright, let's put these Happy Model grommets back on here, because the AIO is done. And we're going to plug the camera in, and we might as well just throw a couple of screws in here, and it'll be good to go. Okay. So let's get this camera plugged. Alright, there's that. Make a hard 90 degree with those camera wires. And then we'll get these grommets lined up on the holes. Always easier said than done, although that time went right on there. And so now is where our weight savings is going to come in with this rig. I'm going to use a hilariously lightweight little video antenna, which is basically just a little piece of wire. Let me find it over here. I also need to find those motor plugs. So hang on a second, friends. I am just going to dig around for a minute in here. I think they're going to be in this bag. All right, so the antenna plug will definitely be in that bag. There's a chance that the motor wires are not, and if they are not, then they should be in this little container here. I think I see them in there. All right, cool. So, between these two spots, I should have everything I need. Let's find out. Brandon's Whipping says, I have some 19,000 kV motors. I can solder to it, so you don't need to send motors if you don't want it. Okay, fair enough. Although 19,000 might not bring out the problems. I'll dig through my shit, and if I have motors that yeah, if I have some, I'll send them. Where's that little tiny antenna? I could swear that it was in here. Those are the FR Sky antennas. We don't want those. I guess I took it out of here. Maybe I put it in here. I'm trying to organize my tiny whoop shit. Okay, so oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah, that's the one. So this is what we're gonna try as a video antenna. I don't remember where that came from, but that's about as light as it's ever gonna be for a video antenna. And here we go. Here is the JST 1.25. There's one. There's two. Are the other ones red, maybe? Yep, there's a red one. And there should be another red one. There it is. Excellent. All right, cool. So that is all set. What else is in here? Anything fun? Oh, this is where my little adapters are. Oh, hey, here's another black one. Can we do I have 4 black ones? I do! We can do all black ones. Look at that. Do I have 2 more red ones? Probably not. Probably not. No, that's weird. Why would that be? And these look like they're really long. What's the deal here? These come off of a different motor, I'll bet? Yeah, I'm going to use these short ones. These short ones are the same length as the red ones. Or are they? Let's see. Are these red ones the same length as these black ones? They are. Why are they so long? Jesus. Bueller? Bueller! Okay. I'm going to save these little shorties. Wait, no. Hey, is that another shorty in there? Ooh. Is that another shorty? Yeah. I got some shorties. All right, we're going to go all shorties. That's another long boy. Where's another shorty? Come on, give me another shorty. Where the other shorty at? Tell me I don't just have 3 of the short ones. Don't you do it. Don't you tell me that. What? How? Nope, there it is. All right. Short boys for the short rig. Those longer ones are, I'm hoarding them because 75. Ooh, and I might as well put these in here because they belong. Motor plugs, battery leads, check. Organized, check. Oh man, I'm exhausted. I did not get much sleep last night. Ugh. Been having a rough time sleeping lately. Ramdoggo says, Soldier Mario, all well pronounced. P.S. Patrick is a great guest. Eva too. It's fun having guests, right? 16BetaFPV says, there's something wrong with your iron. You're struggling, and so is the person the other day. Is that tip burned out? The tip is not in great shape, but it's not that bad. Yeah. I don't blast the temperature. It's fine. It gets it done. Brandon's Big Bean said, oh, we got that. Do you think they just might have an issue with high KV? I do. That could make a lot of sense, actually. Brandon, we were talking about this before you were in here. My guess is that Happy Model removed. So my guess is that the reason I was pretty shocked by how low of a kV the motors are on the Mobeetle, and so I think what happened was they took a bunch of capacitors off to be able to shrink the board down, and then we know that with more power and voltage comes more electrical noise. Bob and I have been through that a bunch with trying to get AIOs to work on the toothpicks over the years. And so, yeah, I took it from... So, Happy Model sells that diamond board on a bind and fly with abnormally low kV motors, right? And I think the reason why is that those are like the highest kV motors on 1S that thing can handle. I could totally be wrong, but yeah. And also, I'm running BT 2.0 in these. So BT 2.0 with 30,000 kV motors, I think, is just too much jam, too much electrical noise for how many capacitors they removed, which would explain why, when I put the external capacitor on, that it made a noticeable difference. I should probably just... my dad actually emailed me about ceramic capacitors. I think him and I kind of figured out that... ceramic capacitors help with 500 hertz and up, which I think him and I kind of figured out is a little too high. Like we need help down slightly lower than that. Like the 200 to 500 range is where things get really interesting for us. So I think we kind of decided that the ceramic capacitors won't necessarily work. Plus, they are very low amounts of capacitance, like in the tenths of a UF microfarad, I guess that would be. So yeah, I mean, but I did have that little capacitor on there, and I certainly could have cut the legs shorter and gotten it on there, but I don't know. I really don't like the idea of trying to get trying to keep a capacitor from breaking off. Like that just seems like a complete nightmare to me. So I'm not into it. I'm not putting capacitors on tiny whoops. That's absolutely insane. That's a bit much. I have trouble convincing people to put capacitors on 5-inch rigs. I have a snowball's chance in hell convincing anyone to do it on a tiny whoop. So, and plus, like I do have the build kind of jam-packed. Like there's a lot of shit under that canopy. Trying to find room for more stuff is going to be a bit of a nightmare. There's a little piece of shrimp wrap that they've got on there. I'm just trying to kind of maintain it. All right, so let me get the shrink wrap off these first. Come on off of there. Come on off of there. Let's go. Felix is upstairs working on a cell project. I only had like a second to look at it, but I think they were doing it on a shoebox. It looks pretty cool. Jealous, man. I want to do a cell project. Remember school, guys? Remember what you hated school? It's like, man, this takes so much time. I just want to play, man. All those adults just running around. Can you imagine being back in school and just having that to worry about? Can you even imagine it? I can now. What a life. What an incredible little life to have. Just worried about learning. That's your whole life. Your whole life is just eat, sleep a little bit, not much, and just learn shit. Man. How incredible must that be? Come on. Get off of there. There we go. I could probably just cut a bunch of pieces of shrimp wrap instead of reusing these, but I don't know, whatever. This ain't taking that much time. Just using the tweezers there to stretch it out a little bit. If you guys didn't know, you can stretch shrink wrap a little bit. Most shrink wrap is either a 3-to-1 or 2-to-1 shrink ratio, but you can stretch it out quite a bit. Like, you can stretch it out so much that I wouldn't be surprised that it's shrinking up like 4-to-1 or 5-to-1. It works really well. You got to be careful. Like, you got to be really gentle with it because you'll totally tear it very easily. But it's really not that bad. So if you've got that, because like for me, I swear to God, every single time I pick a size of shrink wrap that I think is the right size, it's like exactly too small to just barely be able to not go over it, but it's like it's big enough that like you think it should fit, so you sit there for 5 minutes like trying to get it over the whatever the thing is before throwing in the towel. Or is that just me? Probably just me. Ramdonko says, antenna the car, is that possible? Faraday cage, car roof grid, Aaron FPV and CiottiFPV would nice / awesome. I'm not sure what you're asking, Ram. What I can say, though, is that I have flown from inside my car numerous times, and it does work. There is going to be a big signal loss, but it absolutely does work. Just don't try to go really far away. So hopefully that answers your question. If not, ask it a little differently. Ramdonko says, tiny whoop motors come in red or red. Yeah, right. Brandsburg says, do you think issue how the key makes sense actually? Yeah. Stank Beef is in the house. He says, another data point, I've had the same issue as CiottiFPV with Meteor 65 frame, 25,000 kV 0802 PH27 connectors. It was flyable on Module 7 frame, but still not perfect, and eventually blew MOSFETs. PH27. What's PH27? I'm not sure I know that connector. Is that a typo, I wonder? Okay, let's get these little direct solder leads off of here, and we'll replace them with JST 1.25. So this is where I really love this putty. You just stick it right in there like that. Ah, GNB27, got it. Michael D is out of here. Thanks for hanging, brother. So talk to me about this time slot, friend. Should we keep it 6 o'clock? If you say yes, I'm going to do 5 o'clock next week. It won't be able to be 5 o'clock every week, though, because that's too much of a rush for me to get back from therapy in time on Wednesdays. So actually, I guess we won't do 5 o'clock ever. I guess it'll just be 6 o'clock, maybe. Unless you guys hate this time slot, then maybe we won't. But I also have to look at the analytics. But the chat's been pretty active, although Whoop Wednesdays are fairly popular. My God, I forgot how small these solder pads are on these motors. Jesus. All right, well, here goes. I'll solder these up, and then we'll give a look on the 5X loop and make sure it's looking good. And then we will move on. This is going to be a long stream. Jesus, it's already after 8. Fuck. I don't know if we're going to be flying tonight. We'll definitely do a little bit of flying. I don't know if it's going to be this rig, though. Might just be the other rig. Because I'm probably going to have to do setup on this rig. ELRS is not bound. Yeah. We'll see, though. Oh boy, this is brutal. Okay, here we go. Bring the pain. Yeah, keep spinning like that, motor. That's what I want. I want you to spin. Very helpful. Come on, you shitter. Jesus. Whew, just barely got it. The flux all burned off when I did that first pad. I forgot about that with this. Actually, there we go. There we go. There we go. The tip had gone a little bit dry. Ha 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 ha. I know what I mean? Come on. There we go. Okay. Come on. Stop it. There we go. That's better. Okay, last one. Hopefully there's a little bit of flux left, but I doubt it. Okay, let's take a quick look and possibly move on to the next. Oh yeah. Wow, that actually looked really good. All three of them look really good. Yep, all set. Cool. Let's roll this shrink wrap up there. Sorry, shrimp wrap up there. And this motor is now exactly as it was before I stupidly cut the, not stupidly, but naively cut the connectors off last week or the week before to try and chase the dragon of the diamond board. If they do a diamond board with plugs, I'll try it again. But I don't think I'll ever direct solder again. That should have been a deal breaker. I should have. That should have been like the nah. Fuck that. That's not worth it. But you know, we were going for that little bit of extra performance, and instead we got a big old fuck you. Okay, shrink wrap is back on. Twist this up a little bit and move on to the next. There we go. 1 down, 3 to go. Jason Black says, solder wire, what's your go-to? MG Chemicals. 60-40. 0.025 diameter, 23 gauge, 2.2% flux. This is what I like. This is almost gone. I have used almost a half a pound to solder. Do they not do it by length? Do they do it by weight? That's weird. Yeah, I've used almost half a pound to solder. Ain't that some shit? Patrick, who was on Monday night, he just recently got through an entire one of those and had to order another one. Crazy, man. That's too much building, yo. And I'm like very frugal with solder. I'm weird about solder. Like I only use a little tiny bit of it, and like I try to not waste it. It's stupid. Because for the amount that you get, it's very cheap. Like there's no reason to not waste it. Like I've probably saved myself a sum total of $2 being stingy with solder and like trying not to waste it. But whatever. Leave me alone. I do me and you do you. Here we go. Get these Jabas off of here. If it was only as easy to take them off as it if it was only as easy to add them back on as it was taking them off. Okay, hit this again. Hit these guys a little bit. And away we go. Also trying to solder these on without crossing the wires so that I won't have to change anything in BetaPlate. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to have to go in and do everything on this rig, so it doesn't really matter. But whatever. Makes me feel better. Okay. Away we go. Come on. All right, there's one. Just gonna move this light down a little bit. All right, now for the, oh no, that one looks like ass. What happened there? Ugh. Come on, little buddy. Get your little ass on there, please. What is happening here? Flux, what are you doing? There we go. Now we're good. Just rework this one real quick. All right, something's going on. This is not cooperating here. Let me put some fresh solder on these pads. They're being a little weird. Might be a case of, my guess is that there's a bunch of lead-free solder on these. All right, let's try that. Should be better. Okay. Come on. Oh yeah, that's what it was. They were caked up with lead-free solder. All right, I didn't do a great job with that one though. Let me come back in. Woo! This shit's small as fuck. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. Okay. Yeah, that was absolutely the problem. Last one. I have a feeling that I'm not going to be happy with that, but let's take a look. Eva says, when you run out, get Kester 446337. I have some of the 6337. I actually don't like it. I don't like how long it takes to solidify. I prefer the 6040. My father does too. My father was an electrical engineer for like 30 plus years. Just brilliant. And yeah, so he's who taught me how to solder and got me all the right gear and taught me all the right ways to do it. And most of those I've listened to. Some of them I ignore stubbornly. But you know, he's explained to me more than once that like each, you know, you can't do it. So like he went to NASA soldering school, week-long program, and he once explained to me that, you know, the right way of doing it is to tin everything and then remove all of the solder and then retin everything all over again. But for, you know, so if you're putting something in space, yeah, absolutely do that for sure. But if you're building a quad that's going to get smashed into walls and get pulled apart, it's probably a waste of time to go in that hard on it. So yeah, each different job has a set of, like, you know, your time is valuable, so you gotta cut corners, so to speak, so that it makes sense time-wise, and that's what you're seeing me do. I cut the right corners, in theory. But, you know, everybody's different. You could make the argument that doing absolutely everything perfect all the time is the right way to do it. And in some ways, I'd be inclined to agree. But it's, you know, as long as your shit's not falling apart in the air, which my stuff never has and never will, because I tend to err on the side of being closer to perfect than totally janky. All right, these look good. Let's get the shrimp wrap up there, and we'll get to motor number 3. Ramdago says, I only do eyes. Name that film quote. I've never heard of that one before. Talhan says, hey, what do you think of the Mobula 6 ELRS? Anything else I should be buying instead? Nope. That is the one. Okay. There's the shrimp wrap. And cool. All set. I mean, let's be honest, with a shrimp wrap job that beautiful, we barely even need to solder these. We should just let the shrimp wrap hold the leads to the little PCB, right? It'd be fine. No sweat. Nah sweat. All right. Oh, that big blob. What the hell? All right, so let me put some leaded solder on these pads to make my future life a little bit easier. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's separate these. And there we go. Okay. Here we go again. Okay. And this is a bitch. I do not, for the record, I do not recommend this. I do not recommend anyone do this. It's just a little bit too fiddly. You can get it done, but man, you're gonna be miserable doing it. It's like, it's just finicky enough where it's like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I should be doing other things right now. Leggy, oh man, fuck, I'm doing this. Did I do them like all completely off camera? I'm sorry, guys. Although there's not a whole hell of a lot to see, if I'm honest. It's just soldering absurdly small wires to absurdly small pads. I don't know. That third one is probably shit. Let's take a quick look. Ah! But first, let's throw the 5X loop on the ground. Alright. First one's good, second one's good. Third one's a little ugly, but it should be strong. Yeah, third one's ugly, but it's strong, so I don't care. There's a piece of shrimp wrap going over top of it. Moving on to the last one. After we get this shrimp wrap on here, sorry. Man, I keep slipping. Keep slipping and calling it by its commoner name. Us commoner Americans changed its name from shrimp wrap to shrink wrap when we stopped making it from the exoskeletons of shrimp. Little known fact. Okay, shrimp wrap, shrimped up. And one more. Ramzago says, my made-up answer is above. Eva says, interesting, I prefer how 6337 goes straight from liquid to solid. 6040 has that transitional phase where it's not quite liquid, not quite solid. I don't remember that about 6337. The thing that I remember about 6337 is how slow it was to cool. And I found that just to be a recipe for like cold solder joints. I never noticed on the melt side. That's interesting. I might have to give it another try. I still have a whole bunch of it from my dad. It's a much thinner gauge though, so it wouldn't be a super fair comparison. The stuff that I have from my dad, he did some small stuff. My God. And he did some big stuff too. He worked on the Princeton Plasma Physics Lab tokamak fusion reactor. And some of the bigger stuff that he would show me when I was growing up was really phenomenal. Really amazing. Just beautiful, beautiful work. Mind-blowing stuff. And what a cool thing to work on, man. A fucking plasma fusion reactor? Are you kidding me? Like, that's super rad. It's a shame the Bushes cut the funding because, man, fusion power would solve an awful lot of problems. Oops. Bridge those two pads, but pull it out like that and you can unbridge them super easily. Not that you guys can see it because I'm working off the fucking bottom of the screen. You know what happened? This camera got smacked downwards. That's better. That's better. Sorry, guys. This camera got knocked, and that's why you guys weren't able to see what the hell I was doing. My bad. I'm not used to having to work so far forward. Better late than never. There we go. Now this is the shrink wrap with a little tear in it, so I gotta be really careful. What's up, Mike? How are you, brother? There we go. Going back in. And wait, hold on. Forgot the flukes. Alright, that should be the last that I need of the flux. Alright, that one looks pretty good. I'm going to try to do this one by hand. This is a mistake. No, I can't. You just can't. You just don't have the control over the second one. Got to do it with the tweezers. Alright, I gotta get some proper bone support to be able to do this, because I am not solid enough. I was kind of moving that as it solidified. Much better on that one. And last one. There we go. I think that should be just barely good enough. Let me take a gander. First one's good. Second one's not great, but I think it'll be alright. Third one's kind of the same. They'll be fine. These, on the tiny whoops, these don't really get pulled, so it's kind of much less important to have these joints solid than if you were going to fly, like if you were going to be doing this on, say, any kind of a rig where the arm could potentially break. On a tiny whoop, you know, there's never going to be a situation really where the motor gets pulled other than like when you're installing and removing it. So I mean, it's still worth it to kind of get it close to right. But on a rig with carbon fiber arms that might break, yeah, the motor wires are going to get pulled when you crash. So it makes a lot of sense to get it perfect on those. But you can probably half-ass these pretty good and get away with it. So there's all four. Good Lord, that took way longer than I thought. Christ, it's almost 9 o'clock already. I'm going to stop there because I got to do a bunch of setup on this. So like realistically, it's not going to be up in the air tonight. Let's fly the oh God. Let's fly the existing Mobula 6 fleet and try to do some more fun tricks, eh? Fun tricks, eh? This is the newbie drone 0802 big fat rig with the prototype T-motor propellers. I gave T-motor some feedback actually on these props, and I let them know that the durability seems good, but I haven't like really smashed them up quite yet. So let's go for it with this rig, and oh man, come on, and see what happens. Oh man, come on. No. Why is it not coming on? Why is the little VRX not coming on? Let's unplug it and plug it back in. Unplug. Plug. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Come on, buddy. Please. Please. Why? Why? Why you no work? Maybe we won't be flying tonight. Let me find it up here. And we'll unplug the USB directly from it. Plug it back in. Maybe that'll do something. Hopefully it doesn't reset the channel. Hey! Yeah! There we go. Now we're talking. All right, this is the newbie drone build, full can, full weight 0802 25,000s tri-blade, very similar to Gemfan. Propellers, Tattoo 300 mAh BT 2.0 battery, external EP2, and yeah, all the things. Other words now. Here we go. Me Drone with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, hey, after a crash, my Crux 3 has good RSSI, but RX loss and failsafes. Any ideas? Sounds like the receiver blew up. Hard to know for sure. Is this rig not going to connect? What the hell? What the hell's happening? Why is it not? Oh, it went into Wi-Fi mode. Well, there's a pain in the ass about ELRS. Yeah, it sounds like the receiver broke. I mean, unfortunately, with a receiver that's built into the AIO Me Drone, like there's really no troubleshooting it. Like during the crash, no ones and zeros like fell out. So there's like nothing you can do in beta flight. It's just broken. Whoa, what's happening? Why are the flight modes like this? Whatever. So yeah, unfortunately it's just sort of broken, and you got to replace the AIO. If it had happened like, are you kidding me? Why are the modes all fucked up on this? What is happening? Yeah, unfortunately with the AIOs, like, you gotta replace the whole thing when that shit happens. The other dead giveaway is that it's a Happy Model product, and their stuff is not all that great quality. Why is Horizon mode in this middle switch position? And also, why is this battery dead so fast? There's something going on with with these newbie drone AIOs that's killing batteries way faster than the Happy Model AIOs, which is very strange. You saw it right. Oh, right into the goddamn thing. Where am I? Yeah, I'm really losing patience with these newbie drone AIOs, if I'm honest. Oh, come on now. Don't hit the freshly painted wall, you jackass. Oh, it went through. Oh, God. Alright, so first of all, I think the low battery warning is a little low. That was sick. I think the low battery warning is set a little bit high, not low. Nope, didn't get through him on that one. Nope, threw a little bit too low. Why? Because yeah, it's still got tons of power. I gotta get this rig into beta flight and figure out what's happening, because it's just jacked up. Oh no. Oh boy. New little gate setup. A little bit different. Oh. Balls. Oh, there it is. Well, there's the end of the battery. Yeah, I gotta figure out the power settings, and I don't know, maybe the tune is a little bit angry. But these newbie, this particular well, no, this is now 2 newbie drone boards in a row that are acting like this. Yeah, I gotta kind of figure it out. They used to be great, and I don't understand. They don't seem to love these 30,000 kV motors, and now I can't get the fucking BT 2.0 unplugged. So there's that rig. I don't like flying this one as much, so I'm not gonna. We're gonna go directly to the Mobula 6 with the 0702 30,000s to try to do some sick shit upstairs. Here we go. Time for the ultimate freestyle tiny whoop to scream and yell its little tiny head off. Get in there. The what I will say about the tattoo batteries is that the stickers are like thick or something, and the stickers hang up on the ducts, and they're just a pain in the ass. But you know, first world problems. Camera looks straight. Here we go. Now we're gonna do the fun things. See how much, like, see how different this rig is? That's the rates. Like, these are my rates. That newbie drone rig, it's not my rates. It's not quite my rates. It's something weird, man. This wall's getting painted one of these goddamn days. It's gonna be that gray. I've got the Stig helmets back out. There's those white Strix sunglasses that I got. Ooh, there's a little gap under here, isn't there? Well, that's just too easy to shoot with these 0702s. Like, look at that. Look at the... It's just... Oh, I cheated that a little too much. I thought I could let it slide. So that was like... Oh, no. So that was like right above me just now. And I just heard this little like... I was trying to get a good Papasan orbit going. Ugh. Come on. Get it locked in. There it is. Oh, that would have been sick. Whew, God. Getting into that window. No. I put another umbrella up here. What? Oh, that was that. Oh my God, why am I doing this? Whew, skimming the ceiling on that one. Holy crap. No, no, no. Get off the couch. Oh. Oh. Maggie and I were doing a little bit of in-home yoga last night. That was super fun. Woo! Up in the fan blades. Oh, just letting it hang. See that? Like, man, that hang time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is there a box? Ooh, did I get a package? Oh, no, that's Felix's cell project. Let me not smash into that and destroy it. Oh, shit. Oh, no. That was a half-assed attempt on that second one. Oh. Oh. That was actually a pretty big slam there. Uh-oh. Let's do a little bit of jamming. Let's just jam around here, low altitude. What do you say? Ooh, almost got me. Ah! Oh! Oh! Whoa! Super close to that wall there. Ah! Chair got me. Oh man, these are so fun. This rig is super fun to just fly around really low like this. Battery's going dead. Am I gonna make it home? Am I gonna make it home? Oh, right into the door! Will he make it? I made it! No need to walk even a little bit. Just reach over and put another battery on it. Me drone, yeah, that sucks, man. That's one of the problems with AIOs is that when it goes, you got to replace it. When anything goes, you got to replace the whole thing. I mean, on tiny whoops and shit, like we have no choice, right? And kind of on toothpicks too. Technically, though, with a toothpick, you can put an external receiver and an external VTX on it. It makes it a much more complicated build, but and it's heavier that way. But you know, toothpicks are not as power starved as tiny whoops. So yeah, man, it sucks. It's super annoying. And like what's really annoying is like, you know, the receiver components on that AIO are like just a fraction of the cost of the rest of the AIO, right? It's a tough pill to swallow to have to replace the entire $50, $60, $70 AIO because receiver's $10, right? So like $10 worth of receiver just grenaded that entire AIO. Oh my god! Holy shit, we're in it now. Hurry up and do something else cool. Oh god, okay. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that. Oh god, oh no, it's going to my hair for sure. This is the one. Oh, nope, didn't quite get through him. Oh, shit! This rig is magic. I'm sorry, but it really is. Oh, no! I tried to just, like, give it a little hop over there. Wasn't quite enough. This is what the heavier rigs won't do right here. Like, this just unbelievable accuracy. The heavier rigs just will not do this. They have so much momentum. Whoa! So that was one of the ESC channels dropping out and basically desyncing. Oh, that went through. We got that one. No. Come on. Ah. There we go. Man, to be able to do this in such a small room like this. Oh, that stall. Ooh, that hang time. Oh my god! I fucking love this tiny whoop. I got it again! Holy shit! Look at it! Like, look how smooth it is! It's so fucking good! God! Oh! Right into my new shoes. I'm gonna have to go over there. God damn! This fucking thing is so good! Oh! Shit! You should just not be able to do this. This is ridiculous. I don't understand, man. Why the fuck do we fly anything else? Jesus. This is just stupid fun. Alright. More. What's the guy saying, that creepy ass old Ishin commercial? Does he say more? Here we go. Oh shit! I was gonna try to do that all blind. Ah! That was a weird little move. I don't know what I was going for there. Whoa! It'll be nice when this room is all painted and put back together. Although it's kind of fun, like every single Wednesday there's like I've been moving the gates around, but it's But having like furniture moved around in here, it adds a little bit of spice every week. Trying to figure out what's where, who's when, when's wop, wing, wang, wong. You know what I mean? The wing, the wang, and the wong, right? Am I right? Okay, let's put that there. That'll be cool. Let's put this here. That'll be neat. Ah, get out of here, think geek thing. Get out of here. Get over there. There we go. Put, lean one of these guys up on here. Let's get this going. This is good. I've completely blocked my path, so what could go wrong? Ah, come on, get in here. Get in there. Get in there. All right, lean up on there. There we go. Okay. Got that guy there. Let's put this guy over here. Put these guys here. Put this guy back here. All right, hold on. Hopefully that Formula 6 VTX ain't banging away at a million milliwatts. Milliwatties. Alright, put this guy up here. And we're going to put this guy over here. And all the gates will be up all at once. And I can just hit them all. Watch, now I'll start flying like ass. And won't be able to get through any of the damn gates. Okay, there we go. Oh. Two of these little clips are kind of weak. What's going on with them? Get in there. Yeah, no, these two clips have kind of weakened up. They don't want to hold anything. Alright, well, that's okay. We got that one on there. Oh, a dive gate. There we go. Dive gate there. Check this shit out. Here we go. Is it no core temperature warning? We're good. We're good. All's well. This battery is getting a little low, though. So I put these two here. We just got the one there now. Oh, what the what was that? No. Don't make me go get it. We're good. Put that one there. I put that one there. I got a little dive gate down here. Whoa! Okay. Alright, here we go. Now we're going to just absolutely rip down here. Dingles is requesting Maddie flipping a hanging gate. That's easy. Easy game. Flat towards me. And here we go. Okay. More attacking. I guess this is the one that will Matty flip. Woo! Shit! that got a little out of control there. Oh, come on now. To be honest, it's harder to do that. It's much harder to do that than Matty flips. Matty flips are fairly simple. You just kind of... Oh God, yes. Yeah, what I just did is like way harder than a Matty flip, especially in here. Matty flips they're not really that bad. It's just kind of timing. It's just like throw it up and over and then pick the throttle up there and away you go. I almost hit myself in the face. Woo! Ah, shit. How can I use that little dive gate? Oh boy, easy. Oh, I had no exit. I was pointed towards the couch. Oh no! Is it the blanket? Wait. Hey! Even the blanket can't stop me. Can I Matty flip the? Oh boy, that was that. I said Matty flip. I meant power loop. I was throwing myself right at the television. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Can I throw it through there and then down through that dive gap? Yes, I can. Alright, so there's the trick of the night. Here we go. Oh, no, so I gotta turn to the left, I guess, so that I can have a little exit. Oh, no. No. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Where'd you go, little buddy? Okay, impossible trick of the night is coming up. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. So we need to go. Oh no, I need to turn left. I just said I need to turn left. I just said it. How am I going to do that, though? That's how. As I'm saying, how am I going to do that? I figure out how to do it. So I got to go in here. Ah! We did it on the fucking first try. I mean, not really the first try, but you know what I mean. Holy shit. Okay. Ah! I almost did it again. That's really hard. Jesus. It doesn't look all that great, to be honest. We'll find something else to do. What's up here? Let's go use these cubes up here. I don't want to put the cubes up and not use them. That's right. Just fly backwards when in doubt. Oh god, I got disoriented there for a second. That was weird. Oh my god, I cleared that by like nothing. Oh boy, whoa! Just cleared that railing. Oh shit! Yeah, god, that looks so good when you do it really big like that. Oh my god, we are in it tonight! Oh, fucking jamming! Oh, this battery's getting low. Will we make it home? Down the stairs, Mach 7000! Oh, shit! I've never come down the stairs that hot before. Yeah, we're flying all these batteries. I was going to wrap it up right now, but we're flying this last battery for sure. This is, I'm just in it with this rig tonight. Jesus. Whew, boy. One more FPV 300 mAh folded cell BT 2.0 battery. Oh. Dango says open ceiling painted black with ducting and conduit wiring would be cooler and cheaper than old flash tiles. What? I'm confused, Ram. What do you mean? Jim Lucas says you're killing it. Thank you, brother. But Eva says I need to put mine together so we can race. I don't really like racing, but we could do like lead follow stuff. I would love to do that. Oh god, we in it. Let's get back up. Oh, okay. This is more like me. Let's see who's upstairs. I can hear somebody squeaking around up there. Who is it? Who's it gonna be? Oh yes. It's my favorite. It's my favorite subject. It's my favorite subject. I shall orbit her for life. Be my orbiting pal for life, Maggie, please. Oh, shit! I'm back in it. I'm back in it. Whoa! What is that noise? Oh, that's the... Where am I? I'm confused. Where am I? All right, I was backed into that little hallway. Ah! I just had a little bit too much maintenance throttle there, as I call it. It's actually a term from motorsport that I stole for FPV things. All right, here we go. Let's get a little run up. Whoa! Oh shit, that's the ceiling. Yeah, the ceiling really comes down. It's hard to avoid the ceiling here when I throw it up over the railing. Like that ceiling really gets close in a hurry. I gotta figure out how to use this space up here better. I think it's basically... So where's that seam? That seam is right here on this wall. So like, let's see. So if I come down here, yeah, so it's gonna be something like that. Could it be a big, so it could be like a big, oh, a big stall there. That's fun. Let's see. Oh, this battery shat the bed quick. Some of these Weebly batteries have been hammered on. That's alright. I think I did about the best flying I've ever done tonight. It's only going to get worse from here. Jesus, that was intense. Why are you Why are you getting hot, little power supply? You're not doing anything. You're just sitting there. You're running an LED. Relax. Wow. That was very fun. Tiny whooping, man. What a time to be alive. What an absolute just flying things inside your own house in full angry smashing. Wall ride the ceiling down, Aaron FPV says. Yeah, that's what I was kind of just like looking at, thinking about, trying to figure out. Maybe like wall ride up down that wall, but I want to create momentum after the wall to come. I'll figure it out next week. Remind me. We'll do some more flying. Of course we will. Thanks for hanging, friends. This has been a long live stream, 3 hours and 12 minutes. If you stayed from the beginning to the end, you are a goddamn champion, and I love you. Click thumbs up, click all the buttons, CiottiFPV.com. This is my full-time job. I rely on beautiful bastards like you to support me so I can keep on doing it. So do it. Go over to my website and click some buttons. Join my Patreon. That helps me the most. A bunch of affiliate links when you're buying FPV stuff or anything on Amazon. Think about your gangly buddy. Hit my affiliate link before you check out, or replace your bookmarks with my affiliate link, whatever it takes. I love you. I will see you on Friday at 7-ish? We'll do 7 this Friday. Love you guys. Be good. See you Friday. Here's some big stuff flying at Stables. One of my favorite spots that unfortunately we do not have anymore. With some Epidemic Sounds jams. If you want to get on Epidemic Sounds, hit me up. I got an affiliate link over there, believe it or not. Love you. Bye-bye.